Think all nuts are healthy for seniors? Think again. Some of the most popular ones could silently be putting your health at risk. If you're over 60 or care for someone who is, this video is a must-watch. While nuts are often praised as superfoods, not all of them are senior-friendly. In fact, a few can cause real harm, affecting digestion, interacting with medications, or even increasing the risk of heart and blood sugar problems. Today, we're revealing the 6 most dangerous nuts for seniors, backed by science and expert insight. And trust us, nut number 5 might be hiding in your kitchen right now. So stick around till the end, hit that like button, and share this video with someone who needs to hear this. Your health or your loved ones might depend on it. 1. Macadamia nuts. They're creamy, they're luxurious, and they're often marketed as a high-end health snack. But for seniors, macadamia nuts might not be the guilt-free treat they appear to be. Macadamia nuts are one of the highest fat nuts available, with nearly 21 grams of fat per ounce and around 200 calories in just a small handful. While it's true that many of these fats are monounsaturated and generally considered heart healthy, the total fat load is still extremely high, which can be problematic for older adults. Why? Because as we age, our metabolism slows down. The body becomes less efficient at burning off excess calories and fat, which increases the risk of weight gain, high cholesterol, and arterial plaque buildup. But it's not just about the calories. Macadamia nuts contain a unique type of fatty acid called palmitoleic acid, which, in large amounts, may interfere with insulin sensitivity. For seniors living with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes, consuming large quantities of macadamia nuts can potentially worsen blood sugar control over time. Even though they don't spike blood sugar directly, since they're low in carbs, their fat profile can have a subtle yet significant impact on how the body processes insulin and stores fat. There's also the issue of portion control. Because they're soft, buttery, and less crunchy than other nuts, macadamia nuts are incredibly easy to overeat. A few can quickly turn into a few dozen, and that's where the danger lies. The high fat content not only adds up in calories, but can also cause digestive distress, such as bloating or discomfort, in those with more sensitive digestive systems, which is common in the senior population. On top of that, many commercially sold macadamia nuts are salted or coated with oils, adding even more sodium and unhealthy fats to the mix. This can exacerbate hypertension, a condition that already affects a large portion of the senior community. Too much sodium in the diet increases the risk of stroke, kidney disease, and heart failure, conditions that are unfortunately more common with age. So what's the bottom line? Macadamia nuts aren't toxic or inherently bad. In fact, in small quantities, they can be part of a healthy diet. But for seniors, it's crucial to treat them as an occasional indulgence, not an everyday snack. A sensible serving is about 2 to 3 nuts at a time, not a handful. Pay attention to portion sizes, avoid salted or flavored versions, and always consider how a food fits into your overall health picture. When it comes to macadamia nuts, less is truly more. 2. Salted and roasted peanuts. Peanuts are one of the most commonly consumed nuts in the world. You'll find them in snack bowls, energy bars, trail mixes, and even desserts. They're affordable, accessible, and familiar, making them a go-to snack for people of all ages. But when it comes to salted and roasted peanuts, especially for seniors, the story takes a more concerning turn. Let's start with sodium, the hidden danger that often goes unnoticed. Salted peanuts are typically loaded with sodium, and consuming just a small handful can deliver hundreds of milligrams of it in one go. For seniors, this is a major red flag. As we age, the body becomes less efficient at regulating sodium levels, and excessive intake can lead to a host of health problems, including high blood pressure, fluid retention, and increased stress on the kidneys. High sodium levels can also exacerbate pre-existing conditions such as heart disease and kidney dysfunction, both of which are more prevalent in older adults. Moreover, many seniors are on medications that already affect fluid balance or blood pressure. Adding salty snacks to the mix can create a dangerous cocktail, potentially leading to dizziness, fatigue, or even serious cardiovascular events. But sodium isn't the only concern here. Roasting peanuts at high temperatures, especially in industrial processes, leads to the formation of harmful chemical compounds known as acrylamides. These are byproducts of cooking starchy foods at high heat, and while peanuts are not starchy, they can still develop acrylamides during deep roasting. Research has linked acrylamides to inflammation, oxidative stress, and even increased cancer risk when consumed in significant amounts over time. For seniors, whose immune systems are often less resilient, these effects can be more pronounced. Additionally, many commercially roasted peanuts are coated in low-quality oils, artificial flavorings, or even sugar blends. These added ingredients can contribute to unwanted weight gain, blood sugar spikes, and digestive discomfort, none of which are helpful in maintaining a balanced diet in later years. So, what should you do if you love peanuts? Choose raw or dry-roasted, unsalted peanuts, and enjoy them in small portions. They're still a decent source of protein, fiber, and healthy fats when eaten mindfully. Just remember, it's not the peanut itself that's the problem. It's how it's processed and seasoned. In the case of salted and roasted peanuts, the danger lies in the invisible extras, the salt, the heat, the additives, that slowly chip away at your health. For seniors aiming to stay active, sharp, and strong, it's worth making the switch to a cleaner, more natural version. Sometimes, the smallest changes in your snack habits can have the biggest impact on your long-term well-being. 3. Cashews. Cashews are often seen as the luxury nut. They're soft, buttery, and naturally sweet, making them a popular choice in everything from vegan cream sauces to energy bars. But beneath that deliciously creamy texture lies a concern, especially for seniors, that most people never think about: oxalates and kidney health. Cashews contain moderate to high levels of oxalates, natural compounds found in many plant foods. While harmless in small amounts, excess oxalates can bind to calcium in the body, forming sharp crystals that may develop into kidney stones. For seniors, whose kidneys may already be under stress from age-related changes or medications, this can be particularly dangerous. Kidney stones are not just painful, they can lead to serious complications, including urinary tract infections, blockages, and long-term kidney damage. And since cashews are so easy to overeat, thanks to their soft texture and rich flavor, it's easy to unknowingly consume a large amount of oxalates in one sitting. But that's not the only reason cashews make this list. They are also moderately high in phosphorus and potassium, two minerals that can be problematic for people with chronic kidney disease, CKD, or reduced kidney function. In these cases, the kidneys have difficulty filtering out excess amounts of these minerals, which can lead to electrolyte imbalances, muscle weakness, and even cardiac complications. Even if you're a healthy senior without diagnosed kidney issues, you should still be cautious. Cashews are dense and rich, which means they're also difficult to digest in large quantities. Many people report bloating, gas, or stomach discomfort after eating too many, especially if they already deal with sluggish digestion, acid reflux, or IBS, which are more common with age. Another hidden issue? Most commercial cashews are roasted and salted, often in cheap vegetable oils. This adds unnecessary sodium and oxidized fats, which further burden your kidneys, heart, and blood vessels. So what's the safe approach? Cashews don't have to be completely avoided. A small serving, just 4 to 6 cashews, is generally safe for most seniors when eaten occasionally. But it's wise not to make them your everyday snack. If you love them, choose raw, unsalted, and organic whenever possible, and always pair them with hydration to support kidney function. Remember, just because something is plant-based and tastes good doesn't mean it's risk-free. For older adults, every bite should be intentional, and cashews, though tasty, deserve special caution. 4. Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts are often hailed as a superfood, packed with nutrients and rich in healthy fats. But there's one nutrient in particular that makes them stand out: selenium. While selenium is an essential trace mineral that plays a crucial role in thyroid function, immune system health, and cellular repair, it's also one of the easiest nutrients to overdose on, especially when it comes to Brazil nuts. Here's the shocking truth. Just one Brazil nut can contain anywhere from 68 to 91 micrograms of selenium. That means a single nut may provide more than 100% of the recommended daily intake, and in some cases, well over 150%. Eating 2 or 3 in one sitting, you could be reaching levels 10 times higher than your body actually needs. Why does this matter for seniors? As we age, the body becomes less efficient at filtering out excess minerals and toxins. What a younger body might flush out quickly, an older system holds onto for longer. This makes selenium toxicity, or selenosis, a real concern for older adults who snack on Brazil nuts regularly, thinking they're making a healthy choice. Symptoms of selenium toxicity can be subtle at first, but over time, they become more serious. The earliest signs include metallic taste in the mouth, brittle nails, and unusual hair loss. As the condition progresses, individuals may experience nausea, fatigue, irritability, digestive upset, and even nerve pain or damage. Long-term, excessive selenium can also impact thyroid balance, increase diabetes risk, and impair neurological function. It's worth noting that selenium isn't inherently bad. In fact, it's vital for defending the body against oxidative stress, and studies have shown that selenium deficiency can also be harmful. But the line between enough and too much is razor thin, especially with Brazil nuts. For seniors who are already taking multivitamins or supplements, the danger increases even more, since many of these contain added selenium. Combine that with a few Brazil nuts each day, and it's easy to go over the safe limit without realizing it. So what's the golden rule? No more than 1 to 2 Brazil nuts per day. Seriously, just 1 or 2 is enough to support your selenium needs for the entire day, or even longer. There's no need to eat a whole handful. In this case, less really is more, and more can quickly become risky. Brazil nuts can be a powerful ally, but only in very small doses. For seniors, moderation isn't just smart, it's essential. 5. Pistachios. Pistachios are fun, tasty, and satisfying to crack open. They're packed with nutrients like fiber, protein, and antioxidants, and have even been promoted as heart-healthy. But not all pistachios are created equal, especially the ones you find seasoned, salted, roasted, or flavored. For seniors, these popular snack versions can quickly become a silent health hazard. Let's start with the sodium content. Flavored and salted pistachios often contain hundreds of milligrams of salt per serving, sometimes more than half the recommended daily intake for older adults. High sodium levels can be incredibly dangerous for seniors, especially those already managing conditions like hypertension, heart disease, or kidney problems. The result? Spikes in blood pressure, fluid retention, and increased strain on the cardiovascular system. But that's just the beginning. Many flavored pistachios are enhanced with MSG, monosodium glutamate, and other artificial flavorings designed to boost taste and increase cravings. While some people can tolerate MSG without issue, others, especially older adults, may experience headaches, dizziness, heart palpitations, or a general feeling of unease after eating MSG-laden snacks. And because seniors are more likely to be on medications that affect the nervous or cardiovascular systems, these responses can be amplified or misinterpreted as signs of something more serious. Then there's another issue hiding beneath the surface: fructans. Pistachios are relatively high in these naturally occurring carbohydrates, which can be fermented by gut bacteria and lead to gas, bloating, cramping, and digestive discomfort, especially in those with IBS or a sensitive gut. Unfortunately, digestive issues become more common and persistent with age due to slower gastrointestinal transit, enzyme decline, and increased food sensitivities. So while pistachios may seem like a healthier alternative to chips or cookies, the seasoned and processed versions are often just as harmful, if not worse, due to their chemical additives and excessive salt content. What's the safer alternative? Plain, unsalted pistachios in their shell. Not only do they eliminate the added sodium and artificial flavorings, but eating them in the shell slows down consumption, giving your body more time to register fullness and making it easier to control portions. For seniors, the smart move is to keep it simple. A small handful of unsalted pistachios, once in a while, can still offer health benefits without the side effects. Just be cautious, especially if you already experience digestive issues or manage your blood pressure closely. In the world of snacks, pistachios can be a friend or a foe. The key lies in how they're prepared and how much you eat. 6. Chestnuts. There's something nostalgic about chestnuts. Whether they're roasting over an open fire or served during the holidays, they bring a sense of warmth and comfort. But despite their charming image, chestnuts come with a nutritional twist that many seniors are unaware of. Unlike most nuts, which are high in healthy fats and protein, chestnuts are low in fat but high in carbohydrates, especially starchy carbs that can significantly impact blood sugar levels. Let's break that down. A single serving of chestnuts, about 10 roasted pieces, contains roughly 30 grams of carbohydrates, most of which come from starch. That's more than you'll find in a slice of bread. For seniors, especially those managing type 2 diabetes, prediabetes, or metabolic syndrome, this high carb content can quickly become problematic. The body's ability to process and regulate blood sugar slows with age, and sudden spikes in glucose can lead to a range of complications. From fatigue and blurred vision to long-term issues like nerve damage, kidney strain, or worsened insulin resistance. Even though chestnuts are technically classified as nuts, they behave more like a grain or tuber in the body. Their glycemic index, GI, is significantly higher than other nuts like almonds, walnuts, or pecans. That means they're digested and absorbed more rapidly, leading to faster blood sugar spikes. A red flag for anyone trying to maintain stable glucose levels. And let's not forget about portion control. Because chestnuts are soft, sweet, and low in fat, they're incredibly easy to overeat, especially when roasted and served in cozy, festive settings. Unlike almonds or walnuts, which fill you up quickly, chestnuts can be consumed in large amounts before you even realize it. That's a dangerous combination. High carb content plus low satiety equals sugar overload. Does that mean you can never enjoy chestnuts again? Not necessarily. They do have some benefits. Chestnuts contain vitamin C, fiber, and small amounts of B vitamins and potassium. But the key here is moderation. If you're going to enjoy chestnuts, do so occasionally, as a holiday treat or a seasonal indulgence, not an everyday snack. Pair them with a source of protein or healthy fat to help blunt the glycemic impact, and keep portions small. A few pieces go a long way. For seniors watching their blood sugar, the safest approach is to treat chestnuts more like a starchy food than a healthy nut. Because while they may warm your hands in winter, they can cause your glucose to heat up just as quickly. Remember, not all nuts are created equal, and chestnuts are in a category all their own. Every small food choice matters, especially as we age. If you found this helpful, give it a like and share it with someone you care about. And remember, your health is worth more than any snack.